Oh, I better put some music on. I'll if I set up the speaker. You got
right
by that.
I do that, thank you.
Old newbies, newbie oldies, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, we're going to start on the floor in a child's pose position today. Everything's been on the floor, nothing on your feet. Vicky, you can move on now. Yeah. We just about managed to squeeze it all in. Okay, so if child's pose is for you, then you simply lift your bottom away to take the pressure off the knees or the hips. And you can just settle over here instead. So when we're going to child's pose, I want you to make it active straight away. Start to activate your muscles. So extend your arms forward, reaching through the fingers. So you lift the elbows off the floor. The arms are now stretched. Top arms by your ears, and then settle your head and chest down, putting your bottom back into your heels. So you kind of reach your fingers forward with the breath in, and then you breath out, you kind of settle more into the stretch. Let's take 3 more breaths here, reaching further. Let your chest drop deeper. We're going to stay in this position after your 3rd breath. Staying in child's pose, just taking our arms all the way over to the left. I want you to catch your right wrist, and I want you to just gently tug on that arm. So you're feeling that stretch down the right side, down into your lat, side of the back, maybe down into your right lower back as well. And 3 breaths, melting your head and chest down. So you're just feeling that a little bit deeper every time you breathe out. After that 3rd breath, you release. We just do the same thing the other side. Go 5 as you count to the right, grabbing your left wrist, and then lengthening out the arm, settling down, sinking your hips back into your bottom. Allow that left side to drop a little bit deeper on that last breath. And then bring your arms back into center, lifting your bottom up away from your heels. Bring yourself onto your hands and knees. Quick cat-cow, chin up, bottom up, back dip, shoulder blades squeeze back together, lift the chin. And then squeeze the belly, suck the belly in tight, curve the spine the opposite way, chin to the chest, tailbone touch right under. You're pushing into that floor, feeling the shoulder blades opening out as you pause. Do that again. Lift up. Pull your shoulders away. Imagine you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift your chin. And then curve it again. Chin tuck, tailbone tucks, push that floor away, scoop that belly in. And then we bring ourselves back to neutral. Just going to get a little bit of arm and leg movement going. So take your balance into your right knee and extend your left leg back, and then take your right arm forward. If you feel off balance, tuck your toes under on that right foot. Now I want you to do 1 curl under, bringing the elbow to the knee. And then on the next one, after we lengthen out, we pull around to the side and then lengthen away. We need to wake up these hips because we're doing quite a lot of hip work in a minute. So we curl under for 1, lengthen, around to the side, squeeze an elbow and knee to the waistline, and then just repeat. So you're going to do 6 of those just to warm up the body. It's good. So 6 on this side, really find your balance. Don't feel you have to go speed through it. You want to pull that knee up and around to your waist. As soon as you've done your 6, simply swap over to the other side. Do you think at some point we need to actually see where our children are?
Yeah, I'll do
one. So you just simply find the balance on that left leg, you take your right leg up, followed by the left arm, tuck your toes on the left foot if you need to, and we curl under, we lengthen, pull it around. So try and get your breath working through each move. Continue that breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Give me 6 more on this side. See if you can get that knee a little bit higher on that squeeze in. The acoustics are better in here, that's for sure. Don't feel like my voice is echoing. And when you've done that last one, you just let yourself come back onto your hands and knees again. Drop down to your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Let's wake up the core a little bit more. So I want you to tuck your toes under and then hover your knees off the floor. Flatten through the spine, squeeze the belly, look your eye gaze just in front of your hands, and then push up and take a stretch back. So look towards your toes and push your knees straight, push your heels to the floor. Now lift your tailbone up and lengthen your spine, pushing down into your forearms. Trying to get that triangle position through the body. Look forward and then bend those knees, rolling onto the tips of the toes, back to that hover, eye gaze forward. Pause there. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, lift back up again. Stretch down into those heels. Lift that tailbone, melt the head and the chest, feel the stretch and the lengthening through your spine. And then bend the knees back to that hover. Pause there, eye gaze slightly forward so your spine is flat and running in a nice neutral position. Breath in, exhale, lift back up. Heels to the floor, tailbone to the sky. Push into those forearms to lift the hips higher. And then back to that hover. Eye gaze forward. Let's do one more of these. Lift the hips up. Stretch deeper into those heels. Feel the back of the calves waking up. A little bit more lift up into that tailbone. And then back forward to a hover. Eye gaze forward. You can stay here. You need to rest your knees to the floor, do so. Or just lift your left foot up to the sky, leg, like this. Pause there. My right leg's shaking. Keep that right knee hovered if you can. Swap it over. Pull your right leg up behind you. Squeeze into that right hip. Keep that left knee hovered. Take it for one more breath. Drop the right leg back down and lower your knees to the floor. Briefly, take your hips back. So you've got a narrow child's pose. Lengthen the arms, head and chest down. Did you find them? Yeah, they're just in the parts. So I'm not to move the parts. All right, we're going to wake up those buttocks now. We're going to bring ourselves forward. I want you to all drop down into your right elbow. Left arm goes out to the side, and we're going to swing our left leg up behind, so you're here. Now look forward towards me and then just follow the motion. You're going to drop your leg across the right leg, tapping the floor. Then you're going to do a massive circle up into the sky, bring it all the way around, tapping it outside your left hip. And then take it all the way back and tap it behind. So this allows you to get lots of mobility through your hip joint. Mine's very stiff, so it's good to mobilize it. It works into those glutes because you have to keep your leg dead straight. Now, not everyone's leg likes to go all the way out and tap. You need to work coordinating yourself today. It's a bit squishy. So you might end up kicking someone to the side. You might actually, like, Sam, you might get your bottom kicked in the neck. Sorry, Sam. Just, you can always angle yourself to give yourself a little bit more room, slightly, like, to 45-degree angle. Just really need short legs. Yeah. So try and get these circles up and around as much as you can. Making them slightly bigger or slightly higher as you circle them. You're going to do 4 more taps. So 4 more taps is 1 out to the side, 1 all the way back behind. All the way out to the side. And then I want you to all stop at that tap behind the right leg. Lift the leg up Keep it at that angle. Just give it some little pulses. So you're just squeezing into that left butt cheek. Your right butt cheek will feel this because it's stabilizing you. Keep squeezing into the lower tummy. Give me another 5 little presses there. Then hold the leg up. Lift it up high, circle it all the way around. Tap it down to the floor. Just pause there for a moment. Lengthen out that spine so you're not sinking into your shoulders. Now move a little bit more to the right side. You might want to slide your left hand in a little bit so you're angled. Lift that leg off the floor. Turn the toes up towards the sky. And then look forward towards me. Big abduction up and down. Not quite tapping the floor. So you're staying up high. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. So it's not a pulse. It's a full breath. Just up and down. You should have your little toes in line with your left hip bone. That's how much the angle you need. Toes up, heels down, guys. Imagine you're trying to turn your toes towards the ceiling. I'm seeing toes pointing down towards the floor. Turn them up the other way. External rotation from the hip makes it harder. That's what we want. Come on, keep going. 5. Don't touch that floor. 4. Squeeze into the belly so that supports you. 2. Hold up, and pulse it. 10. 9. As high as you can go. Higher. 5. 4. 3. 2. Now drop it down to the floor. Keep it straight. This is where you need to be careful of your person next to you. And you might have a wall which will stop. Slide your left leg wide, drop your elbows down towards the left side of your mat, and take that direct. Okay, so you might be on your next person's mat, that's fine. Try and push the outside of your left foot down into the floor. So you're grounding the foot. Now move your right knee to the right a little bit more. Now push your hips back and down. Inner thigh stretch. So in an ideal world, you've got a lovely flat back. Your hips are lower. See if you can push your hips back and down a tiny bit more. Full stretch into that inner thigh. Let me know if you're not feeling it. I'll come give you a little helping hand. Take one more breath here. Push yourself up on both hands. And slide the leg back in. Down to your elbows. Okay, so just now we were doing a little hover and then a lift. Now we're going to do it in a plank position. So I want you to all take your legs back behind you. Bring yourself into that perfect plank. You know you always have the option to drop your knees at any point if you need to, but you really shouldn't need to. Now from there, lift your hips slightly and slide the toes a tiny bit further in towards you. Then lift your hips all the way back up again like we did before, pushing your heels to the ground. Lengthening the knees, but this time you're a little bit more of a longer triangle. And then we float our body weight forward like a undulation through the spine, bringing our shoulders slightly forward of our wrists. Drop the hips into a plank. And then squeeze the belly to lift your body all the way back up again. Heels down, hips high, back straight. Breath in, exhale, roll forward into a plank. So you're always a little bit further forward than those elbows. Take a deep breath here. And then as you breathe in, lift the hips back up. Push the heels down, eye gaze to the toes. Take a breath. Roll forward. So you want to be feeling this in your shoulders, in your core. Take a breath in, exhale, lift up. If you need to drop to your knees at any point, drop your knees down. And if you do drop your knees down, you can just lift your hips high here and then float your body weight forward into that plank. 4 more. Also, just be very wary. I know it's difficult without mirrors. Don't let your chest drop too low. You want to keep that beautiful flat position through the body. Don't let your hips drop too low, right? Feel free to drop those knees. It's absolutely fine. You can alternate between keeping the knees up, dropping the knees. Back you do a knee plank, and then you lift them up to get high into that stretch. Be strong in those shoulders. Big squeeze into the belly. So one more plank, I think. So everybody drop forward into one more plank. So my elbows are going forward. Let's hold it. Squeeze the butt, push into the heels, pull your kneecaps up. Push into the forearms just to lift the chest another inch or two. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're coming to the floor. Oh, yes. Yes. Take a quick break down here, little wriggle of the body, loosen up the lower back, put the heaviness into the ground. Good, you're going to take your arms forward. And I want you to float your legs up into the sky. Straight legs. And then lift your upper body. So you're creating a long line through the body. And I want you to alternate. I want you to tap your right foot down as you lift your left arm. Wait a minute, that's not right. Left arm, right leg up. Back to a hover. And swap to the other side. Back to a hover. Now, if a hover is too much, drop to the floor. And then just lift one side up. Followed by the other side. Okay, so it's your choice. Otherwise, stay in that hover and reach and lift. Breathe out. So you're not going to get a massive lift if you're staying in a hover. Try and lengthen those arms. I keep getting cramp on the arches of my feet. We're not here for long. Reach it. 4 more. Get that chest up. Get those kneecaps off the ground. 2 more. Keep it slow. 1 more. And then briefly just drop down for a moment. Let the body relax again. And take a breath. So we haven't finished with that left side. So roll over onto your right side. Stay where you are and roll. You can bend your underneath knee if you want a little bit more balance. If you want to challenge yourself, keep that right leg straight. Now, hover the left leg up. So like we did when we were on our hands and knees, I want you to squeeze that leg slightly back behind you, tapping down to the floor. You don't have to tap all the way down to the floor if you feel your hips go out of position. Lift up high, big circle up. Bring it forward in front of your left hip again. Tap it down. Big lift up. So exactly the same movement we were doing in the leg. You're just going against gravity now. So it's just slightly different muscle that's going to work. You want to think about getting that leg as high as you can. This time, I want you to try and isolate your hip a little bit more. So you're not wriggling your hip too much. You put your left hand onto your hip joint. You just want to feel that the kind of joint not moving and the muscles are moving beneath it. Big circles. Right, we're going 4 more. 4 more taps. So 1 tap forward, 1 tap back if you are tapping behind. Now, when you've done your last tap forward, lift that leg up, put it behind as if you're going to tap it to the floor, but lift it up higher and give it some little pulses there. So little squeeze into your left butt cheek. Keep your abs engaged. Pull it back a tiny bit more if you can. 8 more little presses here. 6, make sure the leg's way behind you so you can't even see your toes if you look down your body. 3, 2, pause there. Lift it up high. Bring it forward into a circle. Drop it to the floor briefly so it's resting on the ground. Bring your left hand in front of your chest for a little bit of support. Now lift that leg up. Turn the toes up to the sky. And then big leg lifts up and down, abduction, just like you were doing earlier. Big lifts. I want to see toes pointing up. to the ceiling. I want you to have those toes right up in front of your hip bones. 8, big lift, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out and pulse it. Come on, work it, work it, work it. As high as you can go. Toes up, heels down. Bring those legs a little bit further forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and release it down. Give your bum a little pat or whatever you need to do with it. Right there. Let's use it. Do they want phone? I don't know what they want. Right, everybody, start up with your right elbow. Lift up into a half plank. Now we're not going into full side plank today, you have to know. Into a half plank. So you're pushing up onto that right knee, lifting the hips high, taking the arm up to the ceiling, look up towards that hand. Now take that arm, turning the palms down and stretch it overhead like you're taking a lovely reach through the side of the rib cage. Slide your top leg straight out onto the floor. And then we're going to lift that leg up to a hover. Open the knee towards the ceiling, bend your elbow and meet your elbow and knee in the middle, and then lengthen away. Give me 10 of these. So squeeze your right butt cheek to elevate the hips. Try and pull the knee up high rather than forward. So you're turning the kneecap up to the ceiling and then side bending and reaching away. Breathing out as you pull in, breathing in as you push away. Get your hips a little bit higher. Shimmer your last 5. Hips up. 4, 3. Come on, get those knees to the sky. 1 more. And then lengthen and hold. Now lift up. Try and open your arm and leg a little bit higher to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep down. Flip yourself over onto your tummy again. Back. Yeah. Right, a couple of breaths, just relaxing. Bring your hands beside your shoulders. Lift yourself up. Knees wide. Come back into a child pose. This time, more relaxing one. Elbows down. Head and chest down. You've got 3 breaths here just to allow yourself to reset. Okay, so bring yourself forward. Drop down into your left elbow. Slide your right hand out to the side. Take your right leg up in line with your hip. So we squeeze across, we tap down to the left, behind the left leg, lift it up into a big circle, swing it around, tap it to the floor on the right. So this is the exercise where you get quite a lot of movement through your hips. So allow that give. But I also want you to keep squeezing your tummy to support the lower back. You might have to angle yourself slightly. Come forward. It's gone this long. Okay. Start to get these legs a little bit bigger. Perhaps that means slow it down a little bit more. I know you want to just get through this. It's one of my worst exercises. So your left butt cheek will start to feel this. Right. Going for 4 more taps. And when you've done your last tap, pull that leg, keep it slightly bottom towards the left, lift it up a little bit higher, and give us a little pulses here. So you keep that leg that's pointing over towards the left side. 10, 9, 8. Keep the knee straight. 6, 5, 4, 3, pause. Lift up high. Take it all the way around. Let it drop to the ground for a moment. You might want to slide your right hand in a little bit. Tilt a little bit more to the right. Lift the foot off the floor. Turn the toes to the sky. And abduction up and down without dropping the leg to the ground. Lift, hover, lift, hover. That's the pace you need to be going. And your leg will want to turn down. So turn it back up again. 7, 6, 5. Squeeze that left butt cheek. That should be on 5, more than your right side. You're going to hold your last one up into the air and then go to little pulses. Now get them a tiny bit higher. An inch higher. Come on. 8, 7, higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then release it out wide. A little stretch again. So we slide the right foot down, bring your elbows to the right side of your mat. Push the outside edge of your right foot to the floor. Push your hips back and down. And then begin to move your left leg a little bit wider. And then push your hips down. So by moving your left knee further out to the left, will increase your stretch without having to move your right leg. Try and lower your right hip a little bit further than your left. Can you slide it another inch or two? Can you push your hips back and down a little bit more? 2 more breaths. Now we come up onto our hands and we use our hands to pull the knee back. Drop down to elbows. Take your legs back into plank. So we're going to keep our shoulders above our elbows this time. Our AEA is slightly in front of the hands. You can stay here or you can stay here. We're going to do some little knee taps. So all you're doing is keeping the hips still, rolling through the feet to allow the knee to tap and swapping. And you might just want to stick at this pace, or you might want to speed it up a little bit. Option to make it easier is you start on the knees and then you lift one knee, drop the other knee. Sorry, drop that knee, and then lift the other knee, drop that knee. So take the easier option if you're struggling in a plank. If your lower back starts to take it, lower your knees and start from the floor. And if you can speed it up a little bit more, we're going to hold it for 15 more seconds. Squeeze deep into that belly. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to the floor. Ooh. Again, take a little breather down here. Let your shoulders go, let your shoulder blades fall apart. So earlier on we did a hover and then we lifted one side and then swapped. You're going to do the same thing, but you're going to take a wider position through the legs. So legs and arms wide. You can start from the floor, lift your left leg or right arm, drop down and then swap to the other side, or take it to a hover, squeeze that belly, and then do the same. Lift the right leg, left arm, hover, lift the left leg, right arm, hover. So again, it's not a big move. But what I want you to feel you doing, every time you lift one leg, make it a little bit wider. Chest up. Abs on. Breathe. Let's go. 10. Ooh, we're doing so well on the leg. 9. 8. Can you lift up a little bit more? Squeeze your tummy. Squeeze your glutes. Lengthen your arms. Lengthen your legs. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. it down. Wriggle the hips, loosen the lower back. And when you're ready, turn over onto your left side. What room is it? What room? Is everyone warm? Yes. Fabulous. That's all we need to know. Okay, you can bend your left knee if you need to. Or you can straighten both your legs. Top leg stays straight. You lift it up in line with the hip. Then lift it up a little bit higher and then squeeze it behind, tap down behind as low as you want to. Big circle up and forward, tapping down in front of your hip. So you do need your right arm slightly in front of the chest for support. We don't have to. Just make sure those hips aren't rolling too much. So really make use of that hip joint. It's designed to circumdut, so we've got to allow it, give it that movement, going a little bit further over time. 6 more taps, don't go too fast. I want to breathe. Now, when you've done your last one, so you should go and do your last rep now. So I'm just going to circle forward, lift the leg all the way up, take it behind you, but keep it high. So you're just literally squeezing into a hip extension. Now press the leg up and down, just reaching behind without allowing your pelvis to kind of protrude forward. Squeeze it. Five, 4, 3, 2. Keep it high, lift it up, big circle. Drop it to the floor briefly in front of you. Right arm in front, lift the foot to a hover, turn the toes up and down. Movement, abduction of the hip. You want to get that outer thigh glutes firing up. 5 more, big moves. Come on, lift that leg up high. Don't roll the hip though. Keep turning the toes up. I'm seeing toes going down. Then we want to hold that leg up at the last point and let's finish it off with some pulses. Come on, 8, 7, higher, 5, use your tummy, 3, 2, and release it. One more on this side, then we're going to flip over onto our backs. So we're going to come up onto our left elbow. No time for resting. Bend the knees. Use your right arm to push yourself up into a side plank. So you get the height, get as high as you can in those hips. The right arm floats up towards the ceiling. Then reach the arm up and over with the palm facing down. Take it to a stretch. So as you lift the hips, you reach the arm further. Then take that right leg straight out, resting on the floor to begin with. Then we lift that leg up to a hover and we open the knee to the sky and we squeeze the elbow to the knee and lengthen away. So as high as you can go. I want to see your knees opening up to the ceiling before you even squeeze that elbow into the knee. So you're coming up and over. Don't want your knees to be in front of your hips because it's easy. Open it high, like you're doing half butterfly. And go, 6. Squeeze your left butt cheek, 5. Don't rest into that left shoulder, your neck's going to take it. I can see some neck starting to feel this. Come on, lift up, squeeze into your waistline. Last 2. Big squeeze on that last one. And let go. And then swivel around and lie on your backs. I think that meant to be really uncomfortable on your shoulder, can be. It's just strength thing, like working on strength in the shoulders. It's a shock setting. There's people sweating in there today. Yeah. I swear I can't be straight to work. Yes, you can. I have to do it. I have to do it. Okay, roll down. Give your knees a little hug in. Take a quick breather.
Yes, it was.
At least
Am I right?
yes.
No.
Okay, we're going to pop the feet down onto the floor. We're going to slide our left ankle over our right knee. Slide your right heel a little bit closer in towards your bottom. Arms relaxed down by your side. Tuck your shoulder blades and push your hips up into a bridge. So elevate as much as you can. So focusing on that one side again. All we're going to do here is drop the buttocks so they don't quite hit the floor. Push up and then lift the heel to get into those calves. Drop the heel, drop the buttocks, lift the hips, lift the heel. Now, if you feel you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can swing your arms up and overhead behind you. Just takes away that stability. Or you might want to take that to the side. It's up to you. Exhale up, squeeze, inhale down. I mean, I reckon you've done most of the hard work now, so just enjoy this. Keep going, 5 more. Can you start to get a little bit higher in those hips? Can you lift more onto those toes? Last 2. Hold your last one up into the air. If you can, stay on the toes or drop your heels if it's too much. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Point the toes and just do some little circles on the spot. So tiny little movements. Reverse it. The hips up a little bit higher. You should be squeezing deep into that right leg. Last 4, 3, 2. Now return the left ankle onto the right knee. Drop the heel, roll it out. Take your arms a little bit wider if they're down by your hips. And let both your knees just drop over to the left, keeping that left ankle on top of the outside of the knee. And just drop the hips. Must be some kind of kids' party going on then.
It's an active.
We've been chucked out for it.
It's an acting group.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know how I got dumped.
It's like a holiday assignment.
I think I've been dumped for the whole of
It's
August.
taken their number, yeah, it says holiday camp.
Actually, I think I've got it next week, thinking about it. This room's okay.
Yes. So is it just for August we're in here?
No, I think next week we're in the hall.
Okay.
She's thrown, I don't know what's going on. I'm just rolling with it. I told her to put me in from September forever. Okay, roll yourself back to the middle. Keep that left ankle on the right knee. Let's work some abs and obliques. So right hand side of the head, left arm relaxed down by the side. Lift your legs up to tabletop and then lift the head and just do a shoulder rotation towards the left knee. Then as you drop your head, drop your right foot to tap the floor. Then lift back in. Now 95% of you have done this loads of times. So you know you've got options if you want to make it harder. You can extend your right leg as you lower your head so that right leg's in a hover and then bend the knee back in and twist if you want a bit more of a challenge. Or you can extend your right leg to the sky the whole time. After you've twisted to that knee, lower the leg to the floor as the head drops down and then lift up and twist. So take whatever works for you. But it's important you move your hips up and down. This is about hip mobility as much as it is about abs. So twist to that knee as you lift your hips, drop your foot as you drop your head. Fabulous. Okay, there's 6 more. Keep it slow, keep it controlled. Last 2. Right, when we've done that last one, we come up to the sky, we twist, the legs stay where they are, the head drops down, the arm drops down, look forward towards me if you can see me, if you lift it to crunch you can see me, little tiny pulses there. So whether your knee is bent, just little tiny movements, focus on your lower abs. Come into a crunch, lift the arms if you want. 8, 7, come on, squeeze into that lower belly, 5, 4, this is going into a stretch, into a glute stretch. And then catch your right thigh. Bend your right knee, head and shoulders down, and stretch your left butt cheek. Take a little bit more weight over to the right butt, and then pull your right thigh further in, shoulders down and relax. Some of you may want to catch around the front of the right shin if you're quite flexible, and it will just increase the stretch. But you want to try and focus on keeping the tailbone on the floor, your shoulders pulled back. And then if you roll a tiny bit more into the right buttock, you feel that stretch more on the left. Open your left knee a bit wider if you can. Pop your right foot back down to the floor. Extend your left leg up to the sky. Catch it around the calf. Or if you're not feeling very flexible on that hamstring, take it around the back of your thigh. Some of you may be able to even catch the toe. And then push that leg as straight as you can, but pull your left hip down towards the floor so you're not lifting the left butt cheek off the ground. And just breathe into that hamstring. If you wish, you can extend your right leg. Gotta go. Oh, sorry. You've been on one side. Hey, you can go straight over to the other side. Right, that will do it. Bend your legs, right ankle on left knee. Give me 2 minutes, please. You do 2 minutes. Right, let's roll up into that bridge. Open the right knee, squeeze the left butt cheek. So we tap the left butt cheek down and we lift the hips and we lift the toes. You can always go straight over into the abdominal one without the stretch in between them. Okay, let's focus. Open that right knee, lift the hips up a little bit more, get right onto the tips of the toes so you're filling that in your calves. Four more. Losing track of time anyway. Last 2. Now we stay up on this next one. So if you want to drop your heel, do, or stay on the toes. Pick that right leg up to the sky and go into those little circles. But squeeze your left butt cheek to get more elevation. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Keep lifting up, lifting up, lifting up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. And then pop that ankle on the knee. Lift the hips up one more time. Exhale, roll it out. Once you've hit the floor, take your arms a little bit wider and push your knees over to the right and let them drop to the floor. So Lisa, you have to do about 15 of those. So we try to get those knees pressed down, lean the top part of your ribcage back to the floor. Take 2 more breaths here. Okay, let's roll back into the middle. So we readjust our spine a little bit, just keeping that leg where it is. Left hand to the side of the head. Lift your legs to tabletop and then twist towards that right knee. Tap the foot, tap the head. So you do a few like this. Can you send my child back? Thanks. And then, if you want to make it even harder, we extend the left leg, bend and twist. Or straight leg the whole time. Down and a big squeeze up. But I want to see lots of movement in those legs, guys. I want to see movement from the hips. So you're hinging down and up. You don't want to let your left heel be tucked too close towards your butt cheek. Keep a 90-degree angle in that left leg the whole time. Come on, reach the shoulder to the knee. And we're going to go 5 more. Big squeeze. Last 2. Remember that last one stays up in the air. So lift up, squeeze it, keep the legs up, drop your head, drop your shoulders. And little pulses in towards you. Squeezing into that lower tummy. Come on, pull those legs in. You can lift into a crunch. You can open up through the fingers as you reach them forward, hovering the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and then catch that left thigh. Head down, shoulders down, open up the knee, stretch your right buttock. Feel free to catch the shin if that's better for you. I'll send you the recording. Take your weight over into the left butt cheek a little bit more, open the right knee a little bit more, and then drive that thigh, that left one, further in towards you. 3 more breaths here. Come on, work deeper into it. Now we're going to pop the left foot down, take the right leg up high, catching the calf or around the back of the hamstring, and just pull the leg towards you. You might be able to catch the toes. Try and get that knee straight. Pull your right hip bone back down to the floor so you're not lifting too high. You can slide that left leg long. Go as deep as you can into the stretch. On the floor. Okay. Take 1 more deep breath here. And then release that leg. Hug your knees back in, everybody. Take your arms wide up in line with your shoulder, palms up, and let your knees just fall over to the right. And you can just let them drop. Or you can just catch that top leg and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. It's up to you. See how you feel. Try and get your left shoulder blade down. Look towards that left hand. Release the hand if it's there. Carefully move your knees back to center. And then transition over to the other side slowly. Let your spine settle into the stretch. Again, let your knees settle, catch that top thigh, and then twist into that right shoulder. Your eye gaze to the right hand. Two more breaths. Release that leg, roll the knees back into the middle, slide your hands around the back of the thighs, and then just carefully do a little momentum roll all the way up, and come and sit yourself up into a comfortable position. Hands on the knees, lift the chest, pull your shoulder blades, lift your chin, shoulder blades pull together. And then go the other way. So grip onto the front of the legs and just curl back, chin drops, open through the spine, squeeze the belly, but relax your shoulders. And then use your arm to pull yourself back up into that neutral spine. Roll the shoulders up a couple of times and back. And let's finish by opening the arms into that big circle. We legs and fingers together. We turn the palms up. We stretch up one more time with the breath in. And on the exhale, bring your elbows in front of you. Bow down. You touch your elbows to the ground. And give yourself a clap, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Warmer in this room than in the hall, isn't it? But I think we're in the hall next. We're see that. I don't know. You guys work. I'm on holiday. I'm going to go to work. Yes. Yeah. Have a lovely time. Good. Yeah.